Good morning, good morning. As you can hear, my voice is mostly back. However, I'm still at the tail end of being sick. I've had a terrible week. Just a typical cold, as you guys started to hear on Saturday last week when it began. Woke up with almost no voice. Didn't have a voice for Sunday or most of Monday, and then it finally started to come back Monday night, but very raspy. It still is a little raspy. Went to the nose, and now it's like the nose and cough, but it's kind of at the end, I'm pretty sure. Nonetheless, we are here, and I definitely don't sound like last week. That is right. Last week was horrid, trying to get through that, but it got worse Saturday night and Sunday. It was worse. Haven't really experienced that before, other than a long, long time ago, where I felt pretty normal, but then woke up and couldn't talk. It's just weird how that happened. So we are back together, and we are ready for a cucumber set. And just to remind you, I think I saw in the chat, we are listening to a set that is not actually a cucumber set. It is. But this is a result of Cucumber winning a full set from the Mr. Colin Crompton, blimey, who in the older new set number 8, which those of you who might listen to this sometime in the ether later in life, in a different universe, a parallel universe where people actually listen to the channel outside of the subs, we have what's called an older new set, that game that Mr. Colin has given us. Kind of a fun set where we have to guess if the song has been on the channel before or not. And whoever gets the most right out of the 5 wins either a song, which we had, what was that, last week? Or a full set, which is this week. And so Cucumber has won a full set because he got all of them correct. And today, I have no idea what he's going to bring us. I really didn't take the time to look at any of the song titles or anything like that. I just uploaded them and put them in the old OBS system, and here we are. It is snowy. If you've been watching my Instagram, which you can see up there in the top right corner, it is snowy here in Ohio. Not too much, quite less snow than we've had the last couple of years, but it's here. And we got more rain coming this week, and that'll probably wash it all away because it's going to be like 45, 50 degrees and rain all week. Bullshit. I hate that. I would rather have fucking freezing temps like we've had the last week than mid-temps and rain. But that's Ohio. What can I do? So let's get into this and have me stop talking. I'm not going to mention anything about Ohio State reloading in the transfer portal with Caleb Downs and a bunch of other people, but I'm not going to say anything because I don't really care what talent we have until we actually put it on the field and win and beat shit again, because the last 3 years we've had the far better talent and still lost. So talent doesn't mean anything until you actually win. So Ohio State fans need to pipe down and just wait until we actually beat them next year. Hopefully we do, or else Ryan Day is gone. All right, this is what Cucumber says. What's crackin'? I hope all of you are doing well. This is a selection of songs from my Spotify Wrapped 2023, which I didn't know that was a thing. Do they just basically wrap up what you've been listening to in that year and call it Wrapped, as in like wrapped in a box? These are some of my top songs of the year. Okay. I had a lot of video game music on my top songs list, but I chose not to include any of that here. Thank you. I'm sure Jason's upset, but these are all bangers. Holy shit. You guys have no idea what you're in for today. I love how I just saw in real time when Cucumber was writing this, the realization of how happy he got about what he's about to deliver for us. So number 1, I do like the title of this song. It's a very short song. It's only 3 minutes, but it's called Polyamorous. I can see why Cucumber likes it. But this is by Breaking Benjamin, which isn't Breaking Benjamin like a pretty mainstream kind of band? I think I've heard a couple of their songs. He says, this song is a banger. I don't care who you are. The only complaint I can see someone having is that it's too poppy. Well, Fuck those people. Pop music has contributed a lot to the art form, and people who don't like it are in the minority. That's very true. I don't love it, but I don't shit on it. Just listen to it a few times. Y'all fall in love with it. Okay, this is Polyamorous, Breaking Benjamin. Does anybody else know this song? Okay, I was like, is it working? We only have 7 fuckers in this room. We need more fuckers. Where is everybody? Nice. I think I have a Breaking Benjamin song on my gym playlist. Dum 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 dum. All right, your polyamorous friend got you in trouble. Sounds like Sum 41. I like that. Palm muting does wonders. I definitely like his voice better than Sum 41. It's not as whiny, but these harmonies are exactly Sum 41 for me. I don't know a bunch of these bands, so. Rich and the Famous is what this song sounds like. Or the chorus sounds almost very similar to Rich and Famous. Is that what it's called? That's Sum 41, right? I can't sing, so it's probably good for you guys, because even if I try to sing, it just nothing comes out. Bam, bam. Hear that? Bam, bam. So, typically, what are you doing to this song, Cucumber, when you listen to it? Yeah, Cucumber, you can't rely on Mr. Scott K anymore. Oh, I actually got a note out. I don't know if I would call this a banger though, Scott Cucumber. All right, well, that is the end of it. Hey! Shut the fuck up! I don't know what they're barking at, but they're barking at something. Hey, McGill, I make accurate comparisons every single time, okay? Just because you don't agree doesn't mean it's not right. Yeah, the dogs joined in with their applause. So, I would say I was in the middle of saying, I don't really see that as a banger. It was poppy, which I would agree. It was pretty poppy. He did have some harsh vocals, but I felt like what made it not as much as a banger. When I think banger, I think like deep, heavy, that kind of thing. And it sounded too much like it's the best way I can explain it. To me, it didn't sound like a banger. Not a bad song, not a song I would put on a playlist probably. What is this? There's a couple of other songs that I think I've had. I think that I do have a Breaking Benjamin song on my playlist. You know what? I'm going to look real quick at my, I think it's gym playlist. Maybe it's Crush. Because I think I remember the one that I do listen to in my head was more of a banger. Let's see if I can find it. What? Breaking Benjamin. Okay, here's... Do I have Breaking Benjamin on here? Why do I feel like I do, but it's not on here? Yeah, maybe not. Breaking Benjamin, where are you? Not on here. Yeah, so I guess I don't have it on here. Really? Okay, well, I'm not going to sit here and talk about it, but I'll try to find it, because I'm pretty sure I have another Breaking Benjamin, and that song is more of a banger than I'd say this song is. So, don't get mad. Cucumber. Okay, yes. To me, that was not a banger, but why are we getting caught up in, you know, the words? We shouldn't get... I know what you were trying to say, and for you, I'm sure you beat your meat to that song, Cucumber. But I think you beat your meat to everything, so I don't think that's really news. Okay, let's get into the next one. I would say it was a good song, not a great song, definitely not a bad song, but not a song I'd put on a playlist either. It wasn't good enough to get on a playlist, but I wish you would tell us in the chat, Mr. Cucumber, like what do you really like about that song? Just the fact that it's just balls to the wall, or because I wouldn't even call it balls to the wall. It is pretty poppy, in my opinion. All right, here we go. So number 2 is Beneath the Nightfalls by, how the hell do you say that? Is it Aetemam? 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 A-E-T-E-M-A-M? Aetemam? I don't know who that is. Anyway, this is a banger from Canadian Middle Eastern metal magicians, whatever. They're apparently based in Montreal, but they have a very distinct Middle Eastern flair. Where's Atharva? He'd like that. To what they do. It's a bit like Orphaned Land, but more death... I don't know who Orphaned Land is either. But more death metal in its execution. Okay, this song is another banger. Okay, so I don't know what that means, but it's in Scott's terms, a banger. Scott, I know already said he liked this song, so there. Okay, but he's not here to enjoy it because he's probably dreaming about how small he is. All right, here we go, number 2.
Either I conquer you.
How do you say their name? Can some
conquer me?
Aetemam? Is that it? I don't know. Aetemam. Aetemam. How do you say? Is it Aetemam? Because it's A-E-T-E-M-A-M. Ma'am. I'm not talking about his body size, Ryan. Thought you'd catch that. Yeah, this is definitely right up the alley of Mr. McGill and Scott. We'll see where this goes, but so far I already like number 1 better. Once again, Adrian surprises me. Is that an R? Yeah, you definitely didn't put the R in. It's M-A-M on my sheet. Oh. Sorry, Mr. Ryan. I'm not very comedically smart. So then that would make more sense. It's Aetemam or Aetemam? Is that how you would say it? Now, I would say... Oh, I like that. The strings in the background. That's a nice little addition. That. I would definitely say the guitar is more banger than the last song, for sure. This is what I'm thinking about when I hear banger. Aetemam? Aetemam. Okay. Cool. My favorite part of the song right here. I do hear that Middle Eastern vibe-ish going on. Definitely don't care for the vocals, but what's new? Oh, I like this part. This is definitely more interesting than Breaking Benjamin song. Yeah. Okay, just for the sheer fact that this is more interesting, I'm going to go with this one. The Breaking Benjamin song is pretty normal. This was pompous. What do you mean by that, Lumen? Yeah! Okay, so the second half of this song is definitely better than the first half. Let's go. Yeah! Oh. At least I can understand what he's saying, and it's This sounds very Opeth right here. Like the it's very Opeth here. And he's even singing with that like dissonant Opeth feel. Blast beats out your ass. I know the definition, Lumen. Pompous is usually not as a negative thing. That's all. Like, it's got a negative connotation to it. Have I ever heard somebody as being called pompous as a good thing? I don't think so. So that's why I was asking you. Is like, what do you think is pompous about it? Yeah, I would say that wouldn't go on a playlist for me, but definitely more interesting. Liked a lot of the parts. I would say second half of the song was much better than the first half for me. Liked the Indian, Middle Eastern, whatever flow that they threw in there. And yeah, and definitely had some bits of Opeth in there. So I think that maybe Paravarian would like it. Okay, let's get into number 3. We're moving right along in this. I definitely would call that more of a dick hair song than the first one. And by dick hairs, I mean more of a banger. It's got more like oomph, grunt to it. Because, you know, that's what dick hairs do. They give you some grunt. All right, let's go to number... Oh, I'm sure Jason's going to be happy about this. And I'm sure this song is going to sound like all their other songs, but I dig it. So this is Prayer by Disturbed. I don't know why I like this song. I think it's because when it came out, it was so hot that I was literally begging my friend at school to loan me his copy of the CD. This was super hot when it came out. Too bad Disturbed is a cheesy pop rock band. You think I wouldn't call them cheesy. They definitely are pop rock, but I wouldn't call them cheesy. I think they're balls to the wall in most of their songs. That could never ever touch the heart of what metal music is. Damn. Pretty harsh there, dude. Too bad David Draymond is a poser because he's got these 2 rings on his chin. but he sings for this shitty, subpar, superposer band like Disturb. Fuck this band. Cucumber, you always cease to amaze me. You put this on your fucking playlist, and it's something you obviously listen to in 2023 quite a lot, but then you just go on to fucking bemoan them. Yeah, I don't know. I think his voice is really good. I think their songs are really good and very, like, gives you good energy. They just all sound exactly the same. That's my only gripe against Disturbed, is that every song sounds exactly the same. But other than that, that one song on all their albums is really good, and I think it has a lot of chunk, a lot of meat, and he sings really good, well. Like, I love his voice. I don't know why you're ripping on him. It's like a, what you call them? A cheesy pop rock band? They're not cheesy pop rock by any means in my. Anyway, let's get into it. This sounds very, like, compressed. Yeah, I mean, this sounds like every other song. Something's weird about this recording, though. This is the most compressed. Usually they have a very full sound. This is not full at all. Very just like listening to it in a fucking echo chamber. Which takes away from the power of them, like their typical music. Like the trash. Nice.
Another night they're about to come true will manifest tomorrow. Another love that I'm taking from you, lost in time on the edge of suffering. Another taste of the evil I breed will level you completely. Bring to life everything in utopia. Live in the dark and the world is threatening.
Ooh, I like that. See, this is without the compression. This is very. I like the energy that comes along with the guitars. Hey, what's up, Baggins? Been a bit since I've seen you. Yeah, their tone is usually really good. Yeah. Very rhythmic. I mean, it just gives you good energy. Yeah, I think I'm going to agree with Adrian. I just call this a heavier. I mean, again, they write good melodies. Yeah, I would never shit on these guys. I just think every single song sounds the same. Normally, I would say yes, but with the compression on this particular song, it doesn't feel like as much. Is that it? That was quick. I mean, I would call it a banger as far as, like, it's got dick hairs, except, again, the compression of that does not sound like the normal stuff I've heard from them. And I mean, I can't really state it again. I think these guys are one of the better pop rock, whatever you want to call it. I wouldn't, if it's metal, I guess maybe. That's kind of stretching it for me because it is a little more on the poppy side than the metal-y side. His voice, I think his voice is excellent. Absolutely excellent for this. I've said it over and over again. If you can match a singer with the style of music, that creates a, again, I think that you can apply that to Eddie Vedder. You can apply that to Creed. You can apply that to Hootie and the Blowfish. You can, they have distinct good voices that fit well with what that band's genre is. But even if you have a really good singer that is technically good, but it just doesn't fit the genre as well, or the genre itself makes it harder for that singer to sound good melodically with the music, i.e. prog rock, a lot of times it's just really difficult to find. Again, I mean, I know Daniel Hyman is just absolutely amazing technically, but a lot of what he sings just sounds cheesy as fuck. It doesn't work. I think Einer is a good example of a great voice that matches a lot of what's being sung, and melodic with. So I think that his voice fits this band and this type of music so well, and it drives so well, and I just think it's a great package. Just try to break it up a little bit. have a lower tempoed song. And no, I'm not talking about when they do the that rendition of whatever it is that everyone loves, where he's singing. That's like the one song where I've heard them actually do something a little bit different than this. Okay, so let's get to the next one. We're halfway through this, and somehow Cucumber's disappeared, probably whacking it off in this back room. The Times We Bled, and the band is called Rapture. I've definitely never heard of this band. This is one of my favorite bands from my youth. This just happens to be the song by them that I'm jamming right now, amongst all the others. I love this beautiful contrast of heavier and lighter sounds in this track. It's deceptively simple in its delivery of the melody. Definitely metal, definitely depressed, definitely doom. Okay, I like that. I've never heard of this band called Rapture, so this will be interesting. I do like doom because of Scott. Okay, here we go. Number 4, Rapture. Ooh, yeah, that's what it was. Sound of Silence. It's like but it's not even their song. It's just their rendition of the song. What I find funny is that Cucumber, this is your 2020 Wrapped playlist, but most of these songs are from like 2000, 20 years ago. You're stuck in the past, Cucumber, you're stuck in the past. I love it, because I am a lot too. It's a little bit higher tempo than Doom, but it is doomy feel. Oh, there we go, halftime, baby. Oh. This might be my favorite song so far. Thought you wore a diaper, so you... So far, this is my number 1 song today, and it might go on a playlist. Nice change to full time. I think this song, whether I love it or not, will depend on how long it is. If it does this for like 8 minutes, I'll get bored. I love it. If it stays in the 4 to 5 minute range, this song will probably go on a playlist. For growling, this is not bad, but and if that's all that he does, I'm okay with that. I just don't want it to be the rest of the song. Because the growls for growls, like I said, are better than normal growls that I hear. But I still prefer what he was doing before that. Yeah. See? I like this much better than growls. This song's number 1 for me. Halftime. Yeah! Oh, a little double bass. Ah, Sasha and I are on the same fucking page. Call the news. Ooh, like that. That was a very Mike Portnoy-ish thing there to do. That off on the offbeat, even though it's 4/4, which he just talked about in his Drumeo appearance. Pull Me Under. Oh, nice little fade out. Guess they're not happy with that one. That did remind me, another person that I wanted to state when it comes to the singer thing that I was discussing earlier is Michael Ackerfeld. I think he also fits perfectly with Opeth's music. And I've always said this, and I'll state it again for the record. Don't like growls. Still haven't come around to liking them. I don't dislike them as much as I used to, that's for sure. And he is probably the main reason for that, because I think out of all the growls I've heard, his low growls are the easiest to swallow, per se. And I would say the growls in this were pretty good. Like, they're similar. They were on the similar scale where, again, I don't prefer it. I still think that his clean voice fit the song. It was much better for the song. The fact that it was very short, to the point, sounded good, intelligible, something I could hear and understand pretty much what he was saying, I'll give that a thumbs up in my book in that context. But don't go saying, oh, he's coming around to liking growls. I don't know if I'm ever going to get there. I just don't think I'm ever going to get there. I don't dislike them. So I'm definitely on the scale of, I don't dislike them as much as I used to because of this channel. But I'm definitely not where I'm like, yeah, I like those, or I would prefer those. And Amon Amarth is the only one where I'm like, yes, that completely fits that song. Okay, so yes, this is a good time to say we do have a set this Monday, and it's Mr. Adrian Widener's set. He has been okay with going on a Monday night, and so I have scheduled him for a Monday night set. We haven't had one for a couple weeks now, but we will be having a Monday night set for Adrian Widener. So be there this Monday for that. Don't miss it. We only have 12 people in the chat right now, so a lot of people missing. Okay, number 5. This is Flattening of Emotions by the band Death. We've had Death on here, and I think I've actually lost several subscribers because of that, as they were pissed off about me not liking Death. Is that Death? Is that who it was? And I think it's because I thought the quality of the recording was terrible, but supposedly with that music, it's supposed to be terrible. But regardless, it's still terrible. if it's the same band that I'm thinking of. But if you Death fans and it is the same band I'm thinking about, come back just to listen to this one song. Subscribe again. There's other music besides Death. Let's hope I like this song. It says badass early death metal here. The drums are completely out of control. The riffs are mean. Chuck's voice sounds like it's being strangled through a steel mesh. You're so descriptive in an eerie sort of way. There's lots of dynamics and switch ups in the song that keep the listener guessing and wondering where the song's gonna go. The guitar solo is also great. Okay, here we go with Death, Flattening of the Emotions. Tell me if I'm remembering the right band. Didn't we do like a whole album by these guys? Is that the same band we're thinking about? I don't know. Here we go. Is it loud enough? Cool. Liking this so far. Cool. I can kind of hear the bass. It's very back in the mix. Is this the same band that I'm thinking of, guys? Whoa. Yeah. Man, that's... Oh, really? Okay, Cucumber, you need to jump in here. Is this the band where we listened to the whole album by them? Is this the same band? I'm not joking. I've got so many dislikes on that video because I didn't like it. Yeah, and if it's the same band that I'm thinking about, the recording is definitely better than what it was on that album. Get it. Yes, I do remember that. Yeah, and I thought I remembered what I was talking about, but I thought the recording was pretty bad too. And like people were saying, oh, it's supposed to be that way. That was what made... Aren't they like the fathers of metal or something like that? Is that what it was? Confusing two bands like this. This is fucking sick. Other than the singing that I don't think is their issue. Yeah, see, I think, yeah, I've got the right band. I've lost so many subscribers because of this band. Because I didn't like it. But I feel like this is much better. Nice. I like how it's da 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 da. I'm actually digging, and I don't feel like the transitions are nonsensical as much. Yeah. I can't even believe this, but I'm gonna fucking put this second on my list. I don't know. I mean, it's still chaotic, but it's less chaotic than what I remember the other album being. Is this album or this song in a very different era than that album we listened to before? 'Cause this sounds much more put together and better than what I remember that whole album being. Is that it? Yeah. Yeah. And people kept saying something about this band in the comments, how I was a jackass for not liking it. But maybe this is why, because okay, yeah, if this is a different era, this sounds, in my opinion, much better put together and orchestrated than that first album that we listened to. I don't feel like I heard anything in here that was like really awkward, horrible transitions, which everyone in the comments was like, that's the way it's supposed to be. It's like, okay, whatever. It still is what it is. It's not good transitions, not good songwriting. But in this one, I felt like the transitions were normal, pretty good. I thought a lot of the riffs that were put together were banging, fun, cool, interesting, energetic. Don't love his voice, but that's not going to change because that's just, I don't like that about anybody's voice. But it wasn't horrible. That's why I put the song second. So maybe Death has, for me, redeemed themselves if this is more of what they sound like compared to that first album that we listened to that didn't really like anything on it. I don't think I put this on a playlist, but yeah, I definitely thought that was my second favorite song of today anyway. So there's some redemption for Death. There's a philosophical thought for you. Let's get into our last song of the day. Sylosis, After Lifeless Years. This is some super badass trash metalcore from the 2000s. You're definitely stuck in the 2000s, Cucumber. That always introduces new sections and new riffs and never allows the listener to get bored, as long as they're cohesive. This song is just badass. If you don't get at least a subtle headbang from this song, then I'm worried for your status as a metalhead, and I'm also worried about your overall health. This song is 3 layers of cheese dip badass. Just bask in it. I'm sure Ryan's going to love this. I hope I contributed something to the stock and store of music on this channel. You did. But I really don't care. All I care about is if you guys can try to listen to each other more and not argue so much. Who argues? What are you talking about? Nobody has to be the best. Nobody has to be first. Life is not a competition. I hope you guys all get along and that we can have several more streams in the future featuring great music from our beloved subscribers. With love, Cucumber. Do you feel like there's disharmony happening on this ship? Huh? Do you feel like there's disharmony, Cucumber, that's happening? Because I didn't feel like there was disharmony other than just a little bit of disagreement. But that's different. That's a far cry from disharmony aboard this ship. Okay? All right, this is Sylosis, After Lifeless Years. Let's go. Yeah. Yeah. I might be coming used to the sound. We've had 5 years of it. Nice switch there. Jack, see man, halftime is just fucking light. I like that. Speed time. Go back to halftime. Perfect transition. Yeah, kind of for me. drums anyway. On the snare. There's the halftime. Love this part. Nice. See? When you slow it down at halftime, it allows it to fucking breathe. The emotion to ooze. Well, this is the last song, Farrah. Too late. Nice, back to the halftime. See, dude? Love it. Woo! Nice. Do a bend in there. Yeah. Yeah, I can see why you say, Cucumber, that you don't bang your head to this, you're not alive. Back to the halftime. Damn, dude, this song is sick. Damn. Yeah, this song, man, fucking sick. I can't believe it. Oh my god, that is a banger right there. Chun 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 chun. I think I'm gonna put this first. Great mix of halftime, full time, double time. He really did a good job, and his voice is not bad. Fuck me. I might even put this on a playlist. This is probably going to go in a gym playlist. Wow. And that closes us out. Yeah, that was definitely my favorite song of the whole fucking time. Did not expect that. I didn't even mind his wow. It kind of fit. It wasn't too like grating or anything like that. Great balance and mix of going from like halftime to norm. You know, just those transitions are really important for feel of a song, and I would agree. It doesn't allow you to get like bored. That was fucking fantastic. Sylosis, is that how you say it? Sylosis. Gonna have to remember that. Sylosis after lifeless years. Okay, well, I think we're gonna have to put that on a playlist. So that brings us to the end. We are at 54 minutes, so that's right at the hour mark. It's really good. Hope you guys have a great Saturday. As I said, do not forget to be here on Monday. We have a Monday set, yes, which is Mr. Adrian Widener, the Steelers fan who had to sadly watch the Steelers get beat last week. So who are you guys pulling for now? I'm not an NFL fan, so I don't give a shit. But who are you pulling for? The only thing I'm happy about is that C.J. Stroud for the Texans is the Rookie of the Year, or should be. He's an High State Buckeye. That's all. All right, you guys have a great one. Looking forward to what we're going to have this year, but we have 3 Collins sets coming up, an Adrian Widener set coming up, but that's it. And then the schedule is open. So if you guys want to get some sets in, do some hodgepodges or whatever, talks amongst yourselves and get that shit ready to go. So, all right, Adrian's on the bandwagon of Houston, Mr. C.J. Stroud himself. I doubt they'll win, though. It's going to be hard for them to win. All right, well, you guys have a great Saturday. Keep warm, and we will see you guys on Monday. Peace.